Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So this is my 10-gallon quarantine tank. I'm showing this because I just picked up some new fish that I will be adding to it. What we have in here now are all the platies that I got from Petco about 2 weeks ago. And they're looking cool. Along with the platies are some blue spotted corridors, 3 of those. So yeah, overall, the platies are looking good. I did lose a few of them from those 3 different Petcos that I went to that day when I was picking up fish. I was on a platy binge that day. I did lose one of the red-tail Dalmatian platy females. Of the 3 that I got, one of them actually didn't have the Dalmatians, the black Dalmatian spot, so I lost that one. I lost the Dawn platy from the second Petco I went to that day. I lost the Swordtail, one of the Swordtails that kind of looked like a platy Swordtail mix, and I did point out in a previous earlier video, that I lost the red Gara. So that was one non-platy fish that I got that day, and that I lost. That one jumped out of the tank, and I found it dried up dead outside the tank. But the rest are looking pretty good. I still have not added the quarantine medications yet. But now, before doing that, I'm going to add some more fish to this tank. So I stopped by a PetSmart today. I was in the area, so I popped in. And this was the same PetSmart that I saw a label for, Sanke Swordtails. I don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced that way. I'm not sure. S-A-N-K-E. At that time, when I saw the first label there in the tank, it was like $2 for them, but they didn't have any. Today, I went there, that label is now $4, but they did have some, so I got a pair. And they only had 1 female in the tank, so I got the last female. I wanted to get a trio, but I got 1 male and a female. The female looks good. The male that I got looks good. They had some other males that were kind of not looking so good, even the other fish in the tank and weren't that great, but I had to take a shot and get some, so let's check them out. So, in this bag, can't really get a good look of them here, but I'm going to put them in with the light shining on them. There. Still with the signage here on the bag. Try to see yeah, there's the female. So they're pretty small. Swordtails will grow a lot bigger than this, and I like it that way. So I can get them small and they can be younger and grow in my tank. And the male, you can see the sword there. Looks pretty good. Alright, come under the lettering here, better look at it. Yeah, so while I had the opportunity, I had to get them, so they'll be in here in this quarantine tank. So what I'm thinking to do with them is keep them in a separate tank just themselves, kind of like what I'm planning on doing with the red tiger platies. I have a couple in one of my 10 gallons. They're the only platies in there, and then these I'm going to add, so it's just going to be the red tigers. Try to get a population of those going, and I may even do that again with the red-tailed Dalmatian platies, just keep them and tank themselves. I'm also even thinking of these black red-tail varieties platies. Just we got a pair in here, a male and a female, a tank, so they can be the only platies, and get a couple batches of babies before I mix them into community tanks. And as they are here in the quarantine tank, they're, can cross, well, not just mix the strains instead of getting pure strains, but eventually they'll all be, whatever offspring I get from them will all be in various community tanks that I have. A couple 40 gallons. And I have a 29-gallon swordtail tank. But I'm not planning on putting those in there yet. Maybe once they have some babies, I'll add some babies in the mix, along with my 84-gallon tank of those swordtails. But I want to get some babies from them before doing that. But yeah, so those, just a pair of swordtails, that was it. But as far as fish, that was it. I also got something else. I have mentioned this before. Well, you may know that Mopani wood is my favorite type of aquarium hardscape wood. But at a PetSmart or a Petco, it's a good idea to check the reptile sections too, because sometimes you can find some good pieces there. So I was there, checked it out. So I got this piece. I think it looks pretty sweet. So just having this hole right there and that like a loop right there, and then this thing with the little, it's kind of like a, looks like a needle hole. A little bit of a thing sticking up, but yeah, I think that would look cool. So I got, some pieces of Mopani wood or any hardscape can be kind of bland, and some can be pretty awesome, just like selecting pieces. So yeah, I always like to check out the hardscape, even at PetSmarts and Petco's or my local fish store or anywhere, see if they have any good pieces. But yeah, I like that. This came out of the reptile section. Pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm glad that I got a chance to get these Sanke Swordtails. Yeah, nice variety of Xiphophorus fish in here. Xiphophorus is the genus. Platies and swordtails can crossbreed. Platies being Xiphophorus maculatus, like this red wag here. Swordtails is Xiphophorus helleri, and then there's this is Brightus platy. That's a Xiphophorus brightus, or variatus. All right. Well, I'm going to acclimate those at some point later. I'll show them in the tank and provide updates on the quarantine fish, and eventually I'll be moving them to the new homes once I add the quarantine medications. All right, well, that's it for now. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.